Hey guys, this is my in-depth tutorial on how to beat ALLOS as Cera. Hope you enjoy. Alright, this is part 1, and that will be tail nips. Tail nips are one of the most important parts about playing Cera vs. Allo and Cera in general, in my opinion. Alright, so this is a 1v1 with Mighty Blight, where you can see a good example of how big of an impact tail nips. That's a well-timed break check, but I still get doubled to drops third. Now let's see this tail nip. This is really good tail nip aim. I bite when Mighty runs through me. I look up. 3, 4. Mighty tries to swerve, so I miss my tail nip, which is a really good strategy. But I can just aim at the swerves. You can see tail right there. Good example. Here, I'll watch it all the way through. That is almost perfect tail nip aim right there. Cera's make and how to fix it. So right here, it's all about where you aim to bite. So you can see I can still see Mighty's profile picture. I can still see my tail. I can still see like the back of my legs. Some Ceras look all the way up. If you look all the way up, the allo can do absolutely anything and you would have no idea. A allo might even be able to break check you. That's why sniping like this is a lot better. And if Cera looks all the way up, the head kind of goes past the tail. Oh, excuse me. The head kind of goes past the tail, and it's not in the right spot compared to the tail. So this angle, my head is just a bit up. It's right on the tail. So Mighty's chasing me. I'm getting ready for the break check by wiggling my tail. I stop. I get one. I get only one nip. I think I have 1 or 2. So this is really tough since I only got 2 nips. I'm chasing. Right here is how you want to kill the allo. Right here. I'll show you. See, that was the perfect match. That's exactly how you want to play Cera. I couldn't have done that any better. This is part 2. Part 2 is the ride. The ride is by far one of the biggest situations, biggest thing that happens is when the allo is done running and allo gets ambushed back. Is riding the allo, which actually is a lot harder than people think. Well, also I feel like it's almost how slow the allo's turn radius is makes it tough for the Cera's really tight turn radius. It's kind of hard to explain. Get behind. Perfect spot. I'm not there yet. Usually this leg right here is exactly where your face wants to be. Yeah, right here. I see the allo's getting ready to run. So I chase. Hit a nasty juke, get behind. Perfect spot. Right here, I'm not ambushing. Because I honestly thought I was going to lose this. And I wanted to overextend just in case Winter ran out. But he did the opposite. Got 1, 2, 3. And right here, I knew that my only option was to tank or I would die, because if I ran out he'd bite me. If I stood still I'd bleed out. There's nothing I could do but tank him, which I did. That was a really close fight. Right here is a big part of riding, and that is the way you're looking, the way your Cera is looking. The Cera has a hitbox. Wherever the Cera's face looks is where its hitbox is. If I look straight and the allo bites down, the allo's jaw hits Cera's face, it does damage. If I look right here, you can see I'm looking this way, Cera's face is looking into the allo. Allo cannot bite down, allo cannot do anything. Right here, I'm biting this way. Allo can't do anything. If the allo brake checks, that's where you want to be. Okay, here's the start of the ride. I got 2 tail nips. I get behind for free, which you rarely can do. I turn in. Watch when you turn in for brake checks. I get it right in a really good spot. Biting down. I narrowly react to that big brake check. That was insanely close. So right here, you cannot look this way because the allo will bite your face. So instead, I look down since I'm on the hip. I can still bite. This is a allo desperation dive. That's what I call it. Usually when the allo's 4th screen, getting desperate, I'll try to make a bold move to turn and get an extra bite because I'm still 2nd. Right here, if these bites, but the one problem is Mighty doesn't have ambush. But I was easily 1 bite away. Okay, let's look at a different example. Let's look at this one. Mighty looks like she made a mistake here, so I follow. Here's the ride. I trade a single. I get behind. I run up to be in the right positioning. See, I'll turn in right here. Right here, I'm starting bite. I see Mighty stopped. So right here, I'll either look this way or I'll bite down. Looking this way is probably safer. I get a nip as she runs out, and that's it. That one I was actually on 2nd. Dang. See, tail nip. So I'm behind. Perfect. Right here, I'm looking directly this way. I'm biting the hip. I cannot get brake checked here. Mighty knows that, so it's very easy to predict when allo will run out because Mighty can't do anything here. But I would like to mention something very important when you're riding. Allo gets ambush in 5 seconds. So let's count. 1. What's it been? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mighty was able to brake check and go out with ambush, so that was a good timing on her part. I see that. If you also, I should have mentioned this with tail nips, but with the 5 seconds, if you run a second earlier, you can get like 2 nips, but that can be risky in case the allo just doesn't go. CERATOs make is not tucking their tail in properly, so let's see right here. How I do it, I run straight in. You always got to be careful of your tail, because good allos will always try to nip your tail. I'm right here, so I'm always kind of moving just slightly so my tail's out of the way, like tucking in at the hip. Just missed that brake check. Need really good reaction time for that. Biting down. Let's see how I tuck myself in here. Right there, I jump up so I can get in the right spot. Now I'm right here. Mighty keeps turning left. This is a really good ride. Right here is exactly where you want to be. That's beautiful right there. And it's really easy to judge when allo's going to run outline like that, so you can always look out for that. So this is part 3, and that is trading / juking. Part 3 isn't as important as part 1 or part 2, but it is 100% the difference between winning or losing. Right here. this is what I usually use. I call it trading singles. So this part right here is very important for Cera, and if you get doubled, it's really bad if you get doubled right here. So there's a way I avoid doubles. You'll see it right here. Go out, I bite as I go in. It's kind of like juking. Kind of like juking after you get a bite. So I avoid getting doubled. I'll go over that again. With this strat, you can, it's better to go left to right, but you can also go right to left to mix it up. That also works. Boom, go that way. Bite, go right. I may have been able to go around here, but I still trade the single. I go this way. Mighty bites. I go back in. I get single bit. Single entry right here. I'll do the same thing. I go left, I bite, go right. It's very consistent if you can get it down right. It's very easy to practice also. Don't know how I won that, but yeah. So now I'm going to go over juking, which is the alternative to trading singles. Juking, in my opinion, is not as good as trading singles, but trading singles is a lot harder than juking. Because juking takes longer to get behind the allo, and you have a higher chance of getting doubled by the allo. But at the same time, if you can't even take a single bite, then you need to juke, which I do a lot here. So I'm going to go over this fight. Cera's turn radius is amazing. I'm going to do little turns. Make the allo pick a side. I pick left. Don't get bit. Let's watch this juke. This is my favorite juke right here. You want to look this way so you get momentum kind of thing, but just a little turn, because I always trade the singles, so you pretty much juking is high risk, high reward. Sometimes you can juke and not get bit, sometimes you juke and get doubled. And trading singles is very consistent if you get really good at it. Trading singles overall is better to do like on a consistent rate than juking, but juking can be really handy to do. Alright, so this is part 4, and that is baiting an allo to run at you if the allo's in ambush. It's a bunch of little tricks I have, and I'll go over them. Alright, here's another example for Smithy. It's ambush, do shift tap. Right there, that little stall right there. I ran, I stood there for a second with ambush. I kept ambush, and I ran away. Same allo, let's see what gets him this time. Ambush. Waiting. Trying to get him to run at me. If I'm that close, I'll be able to break check him easily. That's why I'm getting that close. Right there, I baited him to run out, so I was able to go in. Alright, let's see how I bait this allo. I was trying to teach that Cera how to beat Cera. I stall, I stand there, holding shift, getting ready to run at any second in case he ambushes at me and run away. Come back, still knowing I have ambush. And it fools him. This is part 5. Part 5 is very important if you want to be able to kill allos without waiting 30 minutes. And it's all about all the factors I mentioned. It's like all the part 3s, all the part 4s combined if done perfectly. The biggest factor is trading singles and tail nips. You'll see right here, single bite. And I start the ride, and you need at least 1 or 2 tail nips. It's like insanely good. I found a direct huge counter to it, but I'm not gonna say what it is because I do not want to keep waiting 30 freaking minutes just to fight. See, it's like it kind of repeats. Trade a single, ride, get 1 tail nip or 2 tail nips, then chase. And right here is where the allo should always die. If the allo escapes here, you're dead. Run, trade a single, get around. Yeah, just like that. That is the end. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed.